Ignite Fitness family. Welcome back to another yoga flow. I hope you're all feeling great today and ready to join into this beautiful practice. Today's flow is all about boosting immunity. We are moving into a probably quite intense cold and flu season, so this is a great practice for strengthening our immune system and preparing our bodies to tackle anything that may come our way. Before we start our practice today, I am going to light a little bit of sage just to cleanse my space. Sage is great for clearing out negative energy, but it's also great at carrying out any sickness in the air. So I like to burn it. I'm using white sage today. It's gifted to me by my mom. And for today's practice, we are going to use a bolster at the end for some recovery positions. So if you don't have a bolster, this is a bolster here. It's just like a long, narrow pillow. If you don't have a bolster at home, you can roll up a blanket in a nice tight circle and we can use that. So I'm just going to quickly run this through my space, setting a good intention for this practice today. All right, guys. Otherwise, all you need is water on hand, and let's begin today's practice. So taking the blanket and bolster out of the way, we're just going to start in a nice, easy seat. If it feels good to you today, you can close your eyes, scooch up. Take the hands to the knees, just rest them lightly. You can stay here, or if you'd like to take your fingers into Gyan Mudra, you can. Bringing the pointer and the middle finger towards your thumb, inviting in knowledge, inviting in clarity. And as we start to draw awareness to our breath, focus on some nice even inhales and exhales here. Gentle in through the nose and out through the mouth. Beautiful. One more full breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, slowly allow those eyes to just flit open. Beautiful. We're going to turn straight into our child's pose. So taking both hands to the mat, coming onto the knees, finding a nice, easy tabletop position here. And we'll just start here, stacking the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips, drawing the belly up towards the spine. We're going to shift our hips back, bringing the heels towards the bum, or the bum towards the heels. A little backwards today. Walking those hands up nice and wide, taking the knees slightly wider than the hips, drawing the chest towards the earth. And if you can get all the way down, bringing the third eye towards the mat, forehead to the mat. And just find some breath here. Back up into our tabletop position, bringing those knees directly under the hips, hands under the shoulders. We're just going to press into the wrists. Find a little mobility here so we can sink deeper and deeper into our practice as we move through today's class. Beautiful. And if it's in your practice, turn your wrists all the way the other direction, and same thing, just rocking back and forth, finding a little space in the forearm. Turning the wrists back in, we're going to plant the hands firmly, tuck our toes, and we're going to shift our hips forward all the way up towards the sky for our first down dog. Drawing the chest towards the top thigh. And we're going to walk our feet out, walk the dog. Creating space for that back body. All the way down the legs. And we'll settle into the down dog, dropping the heels towards the earth. Piking the hips up towards the sky,
chest to thigh. Beautiful. Take the gaze out in between the legs. And breathe. Beautiful. Practicing those nice even inhales and exhales. Beautiful. We're going to shift our hips forward, coming into high plank. We're just going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, everything tight, and in a nice long line, 4, 3, 2, 1, bending through the elbows. We're going to come all the way down onto our bellies, shifting into cobra. We're going to release the toes, keeping the heels nice and close together, locking those elbows back. We'll just push up into a baby cobra and release it down. Shift it up, baby cobra, and down. One more time, up, baby cobra. And drop it down. Let's hug our toes, press up through that high plank. We're going to walk our hands all the way back towards our feet, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Taking the gaze out in front. You can take the hands to your calves, to your thighs, as long as we got that nice neutral spine. And release back down, forward fold. Here we're going to sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky, bringing the hands through prayer. Exhale and release into a nice strong mountain pose. Beautiful. This time we're going to sweep the arms forward and up, coming back through prayer as we shift our hips all the way down, back into that forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it forward. We're going to walk the hands all the way through high plank. Bending through the elbows, we're going to move through chaturanga, dropping the chest towards the mat, shifting forward, keeping those legs locked in. Pelvis is off the ground if it's in your practice. Otherwise, you're in cobra. Roll through those toes and press back through down dog. Beautiful. Exhale, you're going to look between your hands and you're going to walk those feet to meet the wrists. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Drawing those hands through heart center in prayer, and we'll release the hands back down to mountain. From here, we'll test our balance slightly, moving into a tree pose. You can stay turned sideways on your mat, but for the class purposes today, I'll turn to the side so you can see. You have your options for tree, guys. You can take the heel to the outside of the, or inside of the ankle, sorry. You can bring it up just below the knee. You can take it just above the knee, or you can draw it right up into the groin area. You do not want to have that foot on the knee. We're just going to open up that hip nice and wide, finding some opening. Breathing here with your hands at heart center. Feeling what feels good to your practice today, guys. Maybe you stay here, maybe you grow those branches. Maybe you keep your eyes open, maybe you flip them closed and really challenge the balance today. Wherever you are in your journey, feel free to experiment and play here. For another round of breath. Beautiful. Draw those hands back through heart center. Release the foot down. Nice and slow. And we'll take our tree pose on the other side. Reminding yourself that each side is different, and what feels good on one side may not feel good on the other. And you do what feels good in your practice today. Branches grow out, long, strong. fingers except for the pointer and thumb. And we're just going to come into a nice little back bend here. Opening up through the heart, bringing the biceps by the ears. And from here, we'll bring our hands all the way back down, swan dive it down. Plant the hands forward, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold it down. Plant the palms, looking down at the hands. Hop or step the feet back into high plank. From here, we shall chaturanga, bending through those elbows, sweeping up. Locking those legs in nice and tight, active legs. And hook the toes. Shift the hips all the way back towards the sky. Be able to get a little deeper into this down dog each time we meet back in. Pressing through all 10 fingers, all 10 toes. We're going to shift that right leg all the way up towards the sky, coming into three-legged dog. Finding that length in the back of the leg. Then we'll sweep it all the way through our chest, stepping that foot between our fingers. I'm going to drop the back knee, shifting into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Pressing those hips forward. I'm just going to talk you through this for a moment. I want you to keep both legs active by drawing the inner thighs together, keeping both hips parallel to the front of the room, pressing into that hip flexor here. Your arms can stay down by your sides, or we can take them all the way up by the ears. Beautiful. You can take one arm down the side, find a little length through your lateral side body. Reaching, 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 reaching. And shifting back. Bringing the hands through prayer. We're going to come into a twisting prayer. So we're going to take the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Coming into a nice spinal twist here. Breathing into it. Shift back through center. We're going to plant the hands on the mat and shift the hips back into half splits. Beautiful. Shift back forward through that low lunge. When you're ready, plant the hands, hook the back toe, lift the knee off the mat, runner's lunge. You can draw both arms onto the inside of the thigh. Finding a nice, beautiful stretch through our groin. Keeping the belly tight, the back leg is active. Shift the hips slightly forward, press back into our high plank and hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend through the elbows, chaturanga. Shift those hips forward, upward facing dog, tuck the toes, press it back, downward facing dog. Finding some stillness, finding a moment. Beautiful. Let's lift that left leg up towards the sky, driving the bottom leg's heel straight into the earth. I'm going to draw that knee all the way through the chest, stepping it through, dropping the back knee for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Keeping the arms here, the legs are active. You can sweep them up by the ears. Finding a little more length through the spine, pressing into that front hip flexor. You can find a little extra length in the lateral body here. Taking the back hand to the calf muscle. And we'll shift forward here, hands through prayer, bringing the outside of the right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Prayer twist. Back leg stays active. We're squeezing those inner thighs together as we breathe. Beautiful. Come back through center, plant the hands to the mat, shift back into half split. bringing the chest toward the thigh, keeping the gaze, chin lifted. Beautiful. And we'll shift back forward, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, bringing the inside of the shoulder to the inside of the knee here for runner's lunge. Take a breath and just really embrace this beautiful, beautiful lunge. Plant the hands, step that foot back into high plank. Beautiful. We're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding here, we're going to drop into our forearm plank. So we've got the elbows stacked under the shoulders. We're going to shift our hips back and up into nice dolphin pose here. Planted on those forearms. Gaze again, just like down dog, between our legs. Pressing those hips, piking them towards the sky. Pressing through those shoulders. Finding a little opening in the upper back. Breathe here. Beautiful. Next exhale, we're going to shift back into our low plank. Press up through high plank and shift back to downward dog. Well done, guys. It's a little challenging sequence. Really waking up those shoulders today as we work on building our immunity. On your next inhale, look between the hands and walk those feet forward to meet the wrists. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky, coming back through our mountain pose, drawing the hands through prayer, and releasing them down to your side. Just take a moment. Stand proud and strong. Sweep the arms all the way back up towards the sky, drawing the hands through prayer. This time bringing the heels nice and close together. Big toes are touching. We're going to shift into our chair pose. So we've got our belly locked in tight, drawing the bum towards the earth. The knees are behind the toes. From here we'll sweep our arms up, biceps by the ears, shoulders are dropped down. Nice strong chair. Press up and shift back down to chair. Again, pressing up, and we'll shift to chair. Beautiful. Hold it here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And we'll press all the way up, taking the hands through prayer, swan diving all the way down, hands to mat, hopping or stepping back into our high plank. Last time, let's chaturanga, bending those elbows back, shifting everything forward for upward dog. Beautiful, tuck those toes, shift the hips back, down dog. Draw that belly button up nice and tight towards the spine, guys. Practicing our Uddiyana Bandha, our belly lock. On your next exhale, drop the knees, coming through tabletop. We're going to release back into a child's pose. Walking those fingertips nice and far forward. Surrendering any tension that you're feeling in your body right here in child's pose. Shifting forward, guys, we're going to cross our legs, sweeping right through. Walking those feet out. We're going to come into fish pose. So we're going
going to draw the elbows down towards the mat. Holding here. It's a nice supported fish pose position. And then just let the head go. Keeping those hands planted firmly into the mat. Release the body down. Opening up through the heart. Press up. Stay active in this position. Beautiful. Find some support in the neck. We're going to drop our body all the way down to the mat. And bolster. Walking the feet in. We're going to come up into bridge pose. So I'm going to walk myself down my mat a little. Taking the fingertips to the heel. We're going to press that pelvis high into the sky. Press it up, 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 up. Beautiful. You can either stay here, if it feels good to your practice, walk those shoulder blades in, interlacing the fingers underneath and getting a little bit more opening through the heart. Pelvis is lifted, the glutes are active. Hamstrings are working, pressing up through the heels, keeping the toes planted. Breathe. And once again, you can stay here, you can begin to release it down. Taking the hips up, we're just going to lift and tap the toes. Lift them up. Getting a little height each time. Tap the toes. Reverse crunch it up. Each time tap. Lift the hips. Tempting to get higher with each tap. Finding that core control. Coming up into a shoulder stand. Hold it up here. You can take your hands to your low back. Keep them planted wherever feels good to you. Slowly work your way into a plow, trying to bring the toes all the way to the mat, keeping the back arms active. Beautiful. Breathe here. Compressing those internal organs, waking them up. Pushing out any toxins in our body. And slowly release it down, letting the body roll gently. Hug the knees in towards the chest and just do just that. Find a nice little roll. Beautiful. When you're ready, roll to your left side and push up nice and slow. We're going to grab our bolsters. Bring it in front of us. So bolster or blanket, whatever you have. We're going to come onto our side. Stacking the knees on top of one another. Nice and slow. We're going to come into a supported twist. So come walking the chest down onto the bolster. We've got the knees stacked and twisted. Beautiful. Just rest here. Sticking with those nice even inhales and exhales. Come into our recovery positions. You can stay here like this, or if you feel like you could take more of a twist, you can take your head to the opposite side. Breathe into any tension you may be holding in your back, through either part of your spine. Big inhales to really expand the lungs. Beautiful. Press it all the way up, nice and slow. Taking the knees to the opposite side. Coming into that nice
twist, stacking the knees, shifting the body towards your bolster, hands on either side, taking the gaze to whatever side feels best. Just enjoying this beautiful opening of the spine. Again, we're compressing everything, relieving pain on the body, removing toxins. Attention to your breath. Stay aware. Beautiful. And we'll come on up, shifting around, repositioning the bolster. Instead of finishing our practice in Shavasana today, we're going to finish in a supported fish pose. We did earlier, just walking the feet out, allowing them to relax, taking the body right over the bolster, opening up the arms towards the sky. Feeling the opening of the heart. Coming back to the breath. Take this moment to give gratitude to your body, to your mind, for showing up for you today, for taking you to the mat and taking you through this practice. Set an intention for your day. What would a great day look like today? Slowly flip the eyes open, wiggling the fingers and toes, coming back to present in your body. Roll to our left side, nice and slow, taking time, no need to rush. Slowly coming back into our nice easy seat, crisscrossing the legs. We'll take our hands back down to our knees, drawing the belly in, lifting the chest, lengthening the spine. Last few inhales and exhales to release anything else you may be holding on to. When you're ready, let's draw our hands to heart center, to prayer. The light in me acknowledges the light in you. Drawing the head to the